We back. What's going on? What's popping? It's your girl Drizzy. Welcome back to Drizzy Radio. A place where we talk about celebrity gossip, celebrity news, and the topics. If you're new here, kindly don't leave without subscribing. If you're a returning subscriber, I want to say did I say a special shout out to y'all? Now let's get straight into some things, honey. I beg you, take it easy. Now let's talk about Miss Priscilla, okay? She's been really trending, okay, from yesterday and today. And of course, the last time I checked, Prince Rakeem's Instagram is almost at 200K following in less than 24 hours. That is how much people are waiting to see about Ayomide. Hey, people are waiting, oh. Yani, that kid is already a superstar, even before he knows what he knows. But anyway, so a lot is being talked about, honey. There are some that I'll try not to talk about, but let's talk about some that I really feel like I really want to talk about. You all know that there are some pictures of the baby already on the internet, and there's some people who felt like it's because Prissy and Yabo are very, very happy. They were calling everybody, but some people might have taken the picture of the baby while on call, and that's why there's already baby's face on the internet. Well, TZ blogs are already having something to talk about it, especially this one, Akuna Kuna. What is his name? Achelugo. I don't even know. Now you guys know why I call him B1TCHKOL. The other day when I was calling him B1TCHKOL, somebody say, Drizzy, you don't have... I'm like, yes, that is his name when it comes to my books, and I ain't changing it for nothing. Okay? His name is B1TCHKOL. He decided to say something and be very, very shady towards Juma Jukes yet again. I think it's about time his boss check him again. So he decided to post. You all remember he lied to everybody that Jukes had twins or the baby is already in TZ, etc. So he took on his Instagram, wrote in a quote, "Hey, I've cried today. Jukes is called a father, guys. He should be granted his congratulations even if he is a child. He gets..." Oh, okay, he was basically trying to make it seem like Jukes is finally a father even at an old age. And everybody was like, hold on a minute. Jukes is only 34, 35 years old. Like, what do you mean old? Just because he wasn't around slinging and ding everybody without wrapping it up like your boss. One person said, everywhere on Nigerian blog is congratulations, while on Tanzania blog, they are so bitter, jealous, pain. Now, what's the shame? What a shame. Of course, I saw so many TZ blogs being a little bit shady when it comes to Jumba Jukes and his stories. But regardless, they can't help but talk about it because you all know what? Their fave. Okay, drop a song with once was an international artist and it's barely doing numbers. And they thought because their fave had that collaboration, it will trend. And where? Jukes' baby, Rakeem, is actually trending more than their boss, who has been in the industry for how many years. And anyway, another person said, guys, why do you always bother? You know he wants engagement. Please, let's learn to ignore. We're busy celebrating. Of course, this was some of the people who are telling them not to engage. And that is, Yani, B1TCHKOL was literally baiting for the engagement. You know, it's help with the algorithm, good or bad comments. Algorithm doesn't recognize. As long as there's an engagement, it's going to spread that video like wildfire. Another person say, delay is not denial. One thing that B1TCHKOL should know is there are people who actually been really truthful looking for a baby for a long, long time. And when they see things like this, to be honest, it can make somebody really feel bad. Another person say, B1TCHKOL, you should be ashamed of yourself upon your negative narration. How old is Jukes? Exactly my point. They were the very first people who started driving the narrative, the fact that, oh, Jukes cannot get a girl pregnant. How comes he was in a relationship with Vanessa Mudee and never got pregnant and this and this and that? I'm like, oh my God. Another person said, how old does old age begin? Another one said, but let us go forward and gamble. Jokes is being, okay, basically, man, bye. I can't even read that comment at that point because I don't even understand what this one was trying to say. I mean, this baby is half Nigerian, half Tanzanians. If they decided that they wanted the baby to bear a Nigerian name, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Rakeem is a Muslim name, I think. And I'm not hearing Nigerians saying that Prissie's parents are Christian. The baby was supposed to bear a Christian name. But anyway, another person say, let me try and see where those comments are. Okay. Another one say, how old is this? How old is this? The child is found at the right time, God's plan. Another one said, thank God Juke said it with his own mouth, God's design. Life start at 30, mocking a young man of 35 that he is old. Show that you people need to be civilized. Another one said, stop the spirit of witchcraft. 35, since when was someone called old man? That is why you die early, because you mock God's work. Another one said, see the difference between Nigerians and Tanzania. It's raining congratulations in Nigeria, but in Tanzania are filled with bitterness, even to your own brother. Honey, they don't care. They don't care. That is how they are. Anyway, let's continue the comment. Because another person said, but Juma, now, how old is Jukes? Allah give everyone his own time, but thankful you got it early. Don't blame your colleague. Another one say, lakini si ulituambia tayari na watoto mapacha wa kiume. Of course, this one was reminding him, but until the same person who told us that the babies were already here, like, what changed? Another one said, thank God that Jukes said it with his own mouth. Of course, I've already read this comment right here. And the last one was the cream de la cream, the honey. This person literally clear out Juma Jukes with his hatred. Because this person said in a quote, huo boss wako mwenyewe hadi leo bado anazalisha tu, anaenda kutimiza miaka 37 na watoto 6, hapo bado mke hajazaa tu. Manantu listeners, this person was definitely reminding Juma Lukole, like, hold on a minute, why are you calling Jukes old? First of all, Diamond is a little bit older than Jukes, and he have 6 children, and he's still continuing to give birth despite the wife haven't even started. So you don't have moral ground to be out here calling people old just because they decided to have kids at their own age. I thought, hey God, I don't know. But tell me how you feel about it down in the comment section. And here was what people had a problem with, because thank God now he's not with Wasafi. I don't know if he's on leave or break or whatever, or he got fired, but these were some of the things that he could have easily gone at Wasafi and talk about without shame. Yes, we've seen it so many times before. Anyway, tell me how you feel about it down in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and comment. Follow me on IG at @Drizzy_radio, and of course, as always, I love you to the moon and back.